Hello there, everyone. How's it going? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome on in, everyone. Jude, hello there. Pride, a bomber, Chase, good to see you. Amori as well. Nope. Thank you so much for the subscription and welcome on in as a Hasco member. Pyro, Toxic, Neptune Ash as well. Welcome, welcome. C-Buff, good to see you. Bender of Time, nice, nice. Well, that's actually a really good question for the start of the stream. How does everyone like the new kits? I don't really care too much about blasters or the tent umbrella. The tent umbrella though does look interesting. Wait, it's not blasters today. What was today? Today was the dually, right? Yeah, the tetra dualies, the light dualies. I think they got Zipcaster. I don't like Zipcaster that much, but looks interesting, and a lot of people are hyped about it, so that's at least there. That's really cool. I'm still the most excited for the paintbrush. I just want to see that paintbrush, honestly. That's going to be quite a lot of fun. Let's open just a few so we don't cap out on my capsules. All right. Wait, now I have to open all of them. Oh, boy. The H3 looks great. Honestly, I really like the H3 skit. That's going to be fun. With that said, though, a lot of new members have joined as well. If you do want to play together with me, let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to be playing freelance. But we have quite a few Hasco members now for these streams, so just make sure to let me know if you want to join. There we go. I mean, like, I don't know if Tetra Dualies will ever be OP. Like, I don't know. I usually don't have issues against Tetra Dualie users, but we'll see with the Zipcaster. Okay, we have 2 people already then. Of course. Since Nope, you're new. I don't know if you've checked what the exclusive member pool is. Basically, you just check the community posts or you check the Discord room for the pool and you can join my games. That's the rule for members. Pretty straightforward. All right. Room is up. Now this rotation, honestly, it's really good. It's really good. Like, it's overall just a very good rotation on every wave, even night waves. Speaking of which, let me... Are you Valuigi? Is it you? So even night waves, it's really good. Oh, that is you. Awesome. Let's do this then. Big Swig is really good. The Big Swig is actually very good, but it's not for damaging. It's mostly for support. There we go. And the Nautilus, ever since the buff, is like a really, really solid splatling. Of course, Bomber. You haven't played Swig since the buffs. It's really good. Well, here's the opportunity. Oh, I can't wait for the new map. Like, please give us a new Salmon run map. I can't wait for Junction to be released. Get those eggs. At least 2, but I might be able to get all 3. Perfect. Nice. Whew. So even though the Splash-O-Matic is relatively low range, it has perfect accuracy. So that means it doesn't matter whether you're jumping or not, you're always shooting exactly in the middle of your crosshair, unlike some other shooters which do have RNG. And because of that, it's actually not terrible against steelheads. It's not amazing, but it can be done. Let's go for those eggs. Nice. Ooh. That was actually pretty smooth. Well done. That was a smooth wave one. Also, I made a tweet today. I don't know how many of you seen it. Like, about people and them being active with Splatoon. And I'm actually surprised that over 60% of the people replied that they either took a break from the game or they're playing much, much less nowadays. And honestly, it can be really felt. And I don't know if like people are simply burning out of Splatoon or it's really just a temporary setback. But I've been worried about this honestly a little bit, that even just my videos took a massive hit. Get the steelheads. Oh, that's going to get the... No! I really thought it's going to get the scrapper. Oh well. Hey there, doggy. How's it going? Amazing how this looks like if you don't have a potato team. I mean, my games roughly look like this no matter what teams there are. Like, if you're really... Like, if you know what you're doing, then most of your games are honestly fine in Salmon Run. Like, despite what people are saying, you can reach the rank where it just doesn't matter who you're playing with. You might not win every game. I don't win all my games. But it's never going to be like an absolute disaster. Well, a lot of people are unhappy about Sizzle season, so... I still hope it's going to pick up, you know? I thought it's going to get the steel eel. That was my fault, but... The steel eel was, like, turning around in a weird shape. So it blocked my explosion. I tried. I wish the explosion would damage through the steel eel, but perhaps that would be too OP. But that would be so cool. That would definitely be a huge buff to Reef Slider. Like a huge buff. Oh, we got this? Nice. Sweet. I love to use that glitch. Basically, if you reef slide under a slam and lid, you're invulnerable at the slam, but then you can just jump up and you jump through the metal. And it's just really fun. I love doing it. Hey there, Ling. I'm doing good, thank you. I had an okay day, even though I woke up with a headache. Yeah, it's weird because even if the, let's say, the side order DLC comes out for Splatoon, I can see it like really hype up the game. It's just a single player DLC. Like, it would be awesome if there was a big expansion for Splatoon that would release 5 or 6 maps, like 20 new weapon kits, the 3 new Salmon run maps, you know, like we have these patches and then there should be like one big ass expansion after like a year or something. That's what really should happen. Like, that would hype things up. You know, like that would be super hype. Like, that would be really, really good. Lots of high tides. Finally a low tide. There will be 9 king salmonids. I'm like 95% sure. because of the Wahoo World Big Run, where we could actually see the rings of Madai, you know, from that prophecy from Splatoon 2. There's like 9 rings of destruction or something. And each ring is going to be, I think, representing a Salmonid King. I just don't know if, like, they're releasing a Salmonid King every 6 months. Because it's every 2 seasons. I don't know. Like, that doesn't add up. Because they're only supporting Splatoon for 2 years. 2.5 years, they said. And... like, yeah. If they're only releasing kings every 2 months, that's not gonna be 9. You know? So, honestly, I'm not sure, like, how are they gonna do it? Maybe Splatoon is getting longer support than what they said? Maybe. Not sure. I mean, they haven't announced a new king, and they haven't announced the new king even with, you know, with Big Run or the new map, so I don't think there's a new king, yeah. It seems they're swapping that one season is a new king, one season is a new map. So... that seems to be the way. Yeah, a lot of people are taking breaks with Splatoon. Not sure what could really fix that. I missed. Like, I'm not sure what could bring back a lot of people. Like, Splatoon is surprisingly small in the West. 80% of the player base is from Japan. That was a really nice ink strike. Though I was here, but still. What? Game. That's not how bombs work. Like, come on. Don't think we can get most of these eggs, unfortunately. Lots of statics. Like, lots of statics. Better matchmaking? I don't know. Do you think most people quit Splatoon because of matchmaking? I think people just get bored. I think the matchmaking is fine. You can very much enjoy Splatoon. I don't think people quit because like, oh, the matchmaking is bad. I think simply people get bored. But who knows? If a lot of you say it's the matchmaking, I would believe, but I don't know. It's the same when people complain that the maps are bad or the kits are bad. I don't think most people really care about those things. I think most people just want a new map and new weapons. Like, even if they're bad, I think most people don't really care. They just want new, so they can try it out and so on. But especially new maps. Ah. Need to get that steelhead. Yeah, there we go. Wait, that cannonball actually hit me. I thought that splats you instantly. You can survive a cannonball hit? Wow. Wow. You've seen many people online being very vocal about Splatoon map size. Well, the map size I actually agree about. I think the maps are too small. But I don't think that many people are bothered by, you know, the Tetris layout or whatever. Well, here's the thing though. The matchmaking, I don't think the matchmaking of Splatoon is actually bad. There's simply not enough players. That's the harsh truth, everyone. Splatoon is small in the West. And you have a majority of the players being veterans since like Splatoon 1 or Splatoon 2. And you simply, if you're a new player, you're gonna play against veterans. Because there's just not enough people. Like, people think Splatoon has millions of players. No, like, do you know what the sales are? Like, the last time it was reported, 8 million people bought Splatoon 3 in Japan. And 2 million in the whole world. Now, statistically, when I worked a lot with different games, it's generally true that like around at least 40%, if not half of your player base, will quit after 2 or 3 months and go play other games. So that means, like, let's say around, maybe there's 4 million semi-active Japanese players. And maybe 1 million players in the whole world. That was probably like many months ago. Now those are of course like split, like how much people play. A lot of people are casuals. So at least you can half that again. At least you can remove 50% from it, like who are active and not just play every now and then. So you have around 500,000 Splatoon players maximum, not playing all the time. And that's like split with time zones and God knows what else. So like around 100,000 Splatoon 3 players playing at all times in all the time zones outside of Japan. Which, if you think about it, is really not much. And I might even overestimate how many players actually play it. Like, that's roughly a quite accurate calculation, actually. especially since like there are statistics on how many players play during big runs and Splatfests. I think last big run was like 4 million people in the whole world. Now again, like that's really not much. Or not, it wasn't 4, it was like 3. And then most of it is probably Japan. But that's not, like again, it's 2 million people bought the game worldwide outside of Japan. Those are not the people who actually play. That's just how many people bought the game. You have to consider that most of those people, more than half of those people, long quit the game. Because at least 50% of people like usually leave these games after launch. That's like true even to most popular games ever. That's just how it works. So like consider how small the player base is in the West. So right now, I would guess there's around 400,000 Splatoon players worldwide outside of Japan. If I had to make a wild guess. So when it comes to matchmaking, that's just not enough people to actually have a very accurate matchmaking. Split to different time zones, different leagues, different game modes. Like 6 different ranks. And all that. Whee. Yeah, Nintendo Switch being behind the paywall is also... I mean, the online being behind the paywall is also a problem. And now, you know, a lot of people started playing Zelda. Statistics would be nice, but sadly Nintendo will never release it. But again, I know it's hard to believe me, but I made these calculations on statistics that are available to the public, and I think they are pretty accurate. Like the most precise calculations that are being done are based on big run and Splatfest participations, and even that is, you know, like not really like not 100% accurate. But you know, if someone's not playing during a Splatfest or a big run, I mean, then they're probably not an active player overall. So like those numbers are probably accurate. Oops, I didn't use my wave breaker. And all this talking. Yeah, the player base is pretty small. Of course, if you're a Hasco member of the channel, so level 3 and above, you should see the pool code in the community posts, and then just let me know. We can remake the room. Of course, let's remake the room then. Yeah, like, but don't, you know, like, I don't mean... I know a lot of people don't play a lot during Splatfest, but you still play. If you played at least once, you are inside, you know, that, like, you are being counted in the statistics. Right? So like if only around 3 million people participate in a big run in the whole world, that's not much. And I think extra work was way less. Extra work, less than 1 million people participated. The new room is up. 2 members can join. I wonder if there was actually a statistic on how many people played during Splatfest. I don't know who this is. Are you in chat? The person with the signs? Because otherwise, I will have to cleanse my... Oh, it's you. Okay. All right. Because I'm just worried that non-members are joining from my friends list. Yeah, I haven't seen that math formula in more than 10 years. Well, next extra work we'll have solo. We'll see how many people play. I'm trying to find like who had the statistics for how many people played. But I can't find it, so I'll just play for now. Sorry. What's the formula? I don't know the English name for it. I learned math in Hungarian, but it's that famous equation formula. I mean, this is probably the most famous one because they, like, granted, yes, there's a lot of equation formulas, but this is probably the most famous one because this is the one you learned for the first time, right? Like, they teach it in elementary school, so even if you have the lowest level of education, you probably know this, or you're supposed to know it. Yay. Yeah, it's the quadratic that people are saying. This rotation is really smooth. I hope we're getting a Glowfly. A Glowfly wave. That would be nice. Also, thank you so much for everyone being here. Hope you're enjoying these streams. I've been really enjoying having more live streams, frankly. I hope you guys like it too, frankly. It's been something I wanted to do, and I finally have a schedule that works. well, I not just I guess not just that I'm playing, but also the conversations are always cool, I think. Plus, in the future, I'm gonna do more turf war as well, so we're gonna be doing PvP once the Zil season is out, and that should be a lot of fun too. So it's not just gonna be salmon run. Maybe even more people are gonna join for PvP, though who knows? Because I'm mostly known for salmon run. Nice. It should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to try out the paintbrush. But the paintbrush is gonna be great for salmon run too. Yay. Ah, low tide. Let's get them closer. I think we could have got the drizzler closer. Oh, that missed. Okay, that's an easy stinger that's gonna go down. GG's. I'm not a big fan of Zipcaster. I never really liked that special. It's strong, but I just never really liked it, so I'm never too excited about the weapon getting Zipcaster. Though frankly, I never liked the Tetras. How do they predict the special weapons for new weapons? I mean, Zipcaster wasn't predicted. Some of them are predicted, some of them aren't. I mean, usually like people are asking for, you know, what makes sense. But also Nintendo brings back a lot of kits from old games, so people just guess, you know, it's gonna be the old one. No, actually, surprisingly, I like specials that require no skill. Not actually because of the no skill. It's just coincidentally, I think the coolest and most fun specials are also the ones that are no skill. But again, that's just a coincidence, not necessarily because of the no skill. But like, I love, you know, bubble blower, bowler, even Tanta missiles, honestly, I think are super fun. Like these are the specials I really like. I really like Ink Storm as well. These are just very iconic to me to Splatoon. To me, they're more... It's funny to say they're more spectacular, but I don't consider Zipcaster spectacular, even though it's cool. But Yeah, like they're more... They scream Splatoon more for me. If that makes sense. Like what I mean when I say spectacular. We can just go back. No. But yeah, I would, for example, love Bowler to return. That would be awesome. Yeah, even Kraken. Like, I personally don't like Kraken as a special, but I think it's a really cool special. It's funny because I think usually Nintendo games just sell themselves. But I agree, Splatoon would specifically benefit from being on other consoles. Because you just really want a larger player base for it. And I actually think Splatoon would blow up if it was on other consoles, but... Like, I really think it would blow up. But at the same time, the reason it's never gonna happen, one of the reasons is obviously because it's Nintendo. Second is the other consoles don't have as good motion controls, if they have at all. And Splatoon is really designed for motion controls. Like, no offense to stick users, of course. It's very possible to play with sticks, but like when it comes to design, it's designed for motion control mostly. Though I guess that you can still release it. I mean, why not? You know, like, maybe that's not a good reason to not release the game on other consoles. Ooh. Okay, I have crabs. It's gonna be short. Nice. I don't think it would flop. I mean, Splatoon is pretty unique. I honestly don't know any other shooter like this. I think Splatoon would cater to a lot of people who normally don't like shooters, because that's really what it caters to. Like, if you don't like Call of Duty, if you don't like, you know, Fortnite, Counter-Strike, whatever, like, Splatoon is the perfect game. It's this much more forgiving shooter that lets anyone enjoy a shooting game while also being fun and goofy and whatnot. Like, I normally don't like shooters. I'm not a big fan of shooting games, but I love Splatoon, for example. And I didn't use my specials. Rip. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think Splatoon is a competition for other shooters. It's exactly targeting, I think, people who don't like shooters that much. So the 96 gal has enough damage to just focus on. We got both super greedy to just focus on the bomb. Ah! Leave me alone, Stinger. Yeah, Sockeye is great for Horrorboros. GG. Great. We didn't even have to focus the bosses. That's why I just kept focusing on Horrorboros. So, ooh, gold. Nice. Give me the gold. Oh, by the way, if there are any other members who want to join, let me know. Not like on last time that like, oh man, you never swap rooms. So if there's someone from the members who want to join, let us know. Because until then, we're not gonna make new rooms. But if there's more people who want to join, then we're gonna start rotating. We haven't lost it, right? I don't think we have. Ding. Oh, nice. So yeah, by the way, with rollers and brushes, because it works with brushes too, you want to attack eels from behind. So you get behind them and you start rolling them from behind. It's a small trick, but it's good to know. You loved Splatoon for ages but could never play it because you didn't get a Switch until last Christmas. Yeah, I think a lot of people are being barred from Splatoon because of that. I have a lot of friends, for example. Oh, what do we get? Glowflies? Mudmouths. Ah, too late. Ah, our golden mudmouths are in really bad positions. I don't like it. Like, they're in such bad positions. Oh, wait. We have good snatchers, though. Not that they're gonna help much, but we have good snatchers. Okay, a big one coming. Do not splat it early. Ah! You splatted it early. Always watch, like, have trigger discipline. Always watch where the snatcher is going. Not that we needed it, but it's good practice for, like, big run. That was 8 eggs. We would be on 50. We would be on 54, right? It was 8 eggs. Oh, that was like a millimeter. Ah, the lessers. Oh, sweet. Oh, between. I wish that between bomb would split both tanks. That would be fun. Honestly, Splatoon 2 is still good. Like, you really don't have to play Splatoon 3 to enjoy Splatoon. I mean, I think I actually enjoy PvP more in Splatoon 2. For instance. Also, like, next month, we're gonna be playing Splatoon 2 on the Golden Rotation. It's gonna be on Marooner's Bay. Like, Splatoon 2 is still very much worth to play. The games are similar enough that it feels like a DLC. Like, it's very easy to swap between. GG. So yeah, Salmon Run will have a golden rotation on June the 21st, I think, in Splatoon 2. If you will want to join. It's on Marooner's Bay. Let me check quickly. Splatoon 2. No, it's June 24th to the 26th on Marooner's Bay. 24th. Andromeda, enjoy the rest of your day. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Nice. It's coming back. We have a fly fish then. Ah. Ooh, we have a lot more. I love fly fish. GG. I wonder, does the new Zelda amiibo give you any gear in Splatoon? I don't think it does. I don't think it gives you any gear. I'd love if they would release a Bokoblin hat as a helmet in Splatoon. That would look really cool. And cute. Oh, I didn't pick up anything. Thing. Let's lure those closer. Nice. That was tight with the ink storm. Oh, I still got that. Nice. Awesome. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have the Goldie statue for their lockers. I mean, getting the Goldie statue is just time. If you have that kind of free time, I mean, okay. And eventually a lot of people will have it too, but you know, like just like most Japanese games, it's a matter of time, most of these things. It's grind. I personally gave up on grinding scales a long time ago. It's just, I value my time more. There are better things I feel I can do with my time. You get the stage badges by reaching high level in Executive VP. Nice. Awesome. I mean, to get a lot of golden... I mean, here's the thing. Like, grinding is fine. But to get a lot of golden scales, it's even worse. Because that means you have to make scale farming groups. That means... you kind of want to grind up to EVP 999. Let's say you're amazing. So you do it in like 7 hours. 6-7 hours. Then, already after that, I personally would be burnt out of Splatoon for that weekend. But after that, what you want to do is make a team and start jumping into the water for 4 games. Because even if you lose, your Salmon meter goes up. The one, you know, that causes to spawn bosses. So after your 999, you basically keep jumping into the water for hours and hours and hours and hours to get as many bosses as you can. And also have a lot of... scales, right? Like, that's what scale farming is. Frankly, I don't know. I would rather play Getting Over It than do that. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, like, that's a full-time job. That's basically a full-time job. And you're doing it for the sake of grinding. I mean, if you enjoy it, there's nothing wrong with it, of course. I like grinding in certain games, but for... the statues aren't that significant in Splatoon that I would care about it. Like, it's the locker. Do you know when was the last time I checked anyone's locker? I think it was in October. And, like, let's not even mention when I checked my own locker. You know, maybe if it was, like, you would get a much cooler slop suit or weapon skins or new hairstyles for your character or, you know, something like that, then I would probably no life. That would be a good enough reason for me. But for locker decoration, no thanks. That's not enough for me, at least, to go full no life. Yeah, I imagine like you could have special Grisco weapon skins that you can unlock by playing a lot. That would be super cool. Like those skins that people share on Twitter. You know, decorated with salmon trophies and whatnot. It's not worth it. In my opinion. Or at least for me. Because that's subjective, right? If you like lockers, good for you. But, yeah, like, as I said, I personally haven't checked my locker since launch. I think I missed. I'm out of it. Worst possible time. Whoa. You see, compared to last stream, if people don't run out of your revive splat bombs, then it's easy to revive. Okay, here's the thing how you could incentivize people caring about lockers, like people like me. So imagine if instead of these holograms that are kind of cool, but not cool enough when you play together with people, instead, the last 10 people you played with in Salmon Run would have a cafeteria in your Grisco lobby where you can order meals and drinks and whatnot to also increase your experience in Salmon Run. And there would be lockers there, and you could see people's lockers, your coworkers' lockers, but you would also see people just running around. Like the last 10 people, if they are in Grisco, you would see them running around. So like it would be an actual cafeteria, like a real life work cafeteria, right? So like then you could really see your coworkers in real time, not just holograms. And in that case, even the lockers would be cooler because they would be right in front of you. Like whenever you're in the Grisco lobby, you would also see those 10 people's lockers. So personally, that's something that that would make me excited about lockers. But even the holograms are sadly not that interactive. By the way, that's also another idea I just have generally in Salmon Run. Like, why don't we have a cafeteria? Why can't you buy food to increase your experience gain and whatnot? Or even your bonus gain? Right? Like all these things. Hey there, frogs. Do. So yeah, I think these would be really fun additions. New video idea. I mean, I have lots of video ideas, but nowadays the interest in Salmon Run videos is pretty lackluster, sadly. I mean, even my good videos barely get 10,000 views, which is shocking. Like, that's actually shocking how low the attention is right now, Splatoon. But it's not just for me, it's like all over the board. It's from what I've seen, like everyone's getting much less views for Splatoon. All the creators. Yeah, vending machine would be nice. Well, you know, we're gonna see it in Splatoon 4, don't worry. Just wait for Splatoon 4. They're gonna nail it the 4th time. I wonder if the rumor is really true that most of the developers for Splatoon were swapped. Because like the names in the credits are very different. And if so, why? No, I couldn't throw it. You doubt that you have swapped a lot of the core devs? You would be surprised. It's not even a rumor. If you compare the credit screen of Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3, you will see like 80% of names are missing. Like for map design and core gameplay design. Like under the map and core gameplay design, I think section. You can look it up. It's not like a conspiracy theory or anything. It's actually a pretty known thing. But I wonder, like, what's the story behind that? I mean, you can't even say that... Here's the thing. That's another weird thing about Nintendo. You would think that Animal Crossing was so huge that they say what you just mentioned, that like, oh, Animal Crossing was so good, you guys have to work on it. But Animal Crossing didn't get any significant update in like forever. They basically abandoned Animal Crossing too. Which is shocking. I don't play Animal Crossing, but I know this. Like, even Animal Crossing is an abandoned game at this point. So yeah, it's I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, maybe the pandemic hit Nintendo more. Who knows? I mean, yeah, like it hit Japan hard, you know, but like different companies treated it differently. So, you know, maybe Nintendo specifically had a worse time of it. There we go. Well, I guess we'll never know. I'm overall happy where Splatoon is. It's so don't get me wrong. I'm personally happy with where Splatoon is, and I'm excited for all the new updates all the time. But I can also see that a lot of people aren't happy, and like its popularity is definitely decreasing. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum. come on. Too late, I guess. Should have used it earlier, but we still got the maximum reward. GG. Nah, I think that's harsh to say. Like, to say that Splatoon 3 is getting worse is, I think it's harsh. I mean, maybe the patches are not something you like, but the patches aren't making the game worse. Like, the game is still miles and miles better than at launch. Maybe it's not better, but it's not worse. Though I would definitely say it's better. Dee 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 dee. Yeah, celebration tri-strike. Yeah, I don't understand why they swapped to like the 3-month update cycle instead of the monthly, while also pushing events, right? So the design of Splatoon 3 is pushing it to live service, as in they want events every weekend. They want people to constantly play Splatoon, right? Like that's why there's so many events. Big Run, challenges, Splatfest, extra work. Like every week there's something. Wildcard weekend, God knows what, right? It's like people are constantly occupied. But at the same time, they're pushing updates every 3 months. So like the monthly updates actually would make more sense to keep people's attention glued to the game, even if it's smaller updates. Not that I'm unhappy with the update cycle personally, but at the same time, can't help but notice this. Well, I mean, their monetary reason to make people keep constantly playing is so that people pay the Nintendo Switch Online every month, right? So you don't take breaks. Though I guess like even if you play just once a week, I don't know. But it's still clearly the design, like they want constant events. But the reason is still, you have to think about it, that they might want people to play the game constantly is because you need the player base. You just really need the people, because otherwise you have bad matchmaking, not enough people playing, etc, etc. In a game like this, it really matters. Because again, I still stick with my opinion that I don't think the matchmaking is bad. I think there's not enough players. Like, there's not enough players to actually have a good matchmaking. Well, I mean, what's cheap and what's not cheap is subjective. Keep in mind that those $5 or €5 is a lot for a lot of people. So I tend to not speak about money and, you know, what's cheap and what's expensive, because that's always a slippery slope. Especially like for kids. Right? Like, ask their parents to pay for something like that every month. Well, I'm pretty sure X rank even has even larger population issues. If you consider that X rank is like top 5% of the player base or less, and is the top 5% of, let's say, 400,000 people. That's not much. That's like less than 20,000 players all over the world, distributed into different time zones and different leagues. Of course, we were talking about only the West. I guess if you do play in the Japanese league, then that's not a problem. That's the trick, everyone. You just have to play with Japanese players and you will never have population issues in Splatoon 3. That's the big trick. Of course, I mean, like, of course, like it annoys you if you're playing with laggy people, right? Of course, it annoys Japanese people too if they're playing with someone from Europe and they're like warping around the screen. Especially in Japan, because like keep in mind, Japanese players are used to perfect latency. Well, what? Their worst latency might be what, 30 ms? Because they're playing with each other. And Japan is, okay, not small, but still, like, it's relatively... It's not a great distance between people. It's like, lag is not something that's common there. Like, they're always playing in perfect situations. Among perfect circumstances. I mean, it's not about network infrastructure. They're living on, like, everyone's living on the same island. You're not going to have Like, it's a matter of distance. It's not infrastructure. It's just they're living on the same island. There's just not a great distance between people. We That's why a lot of games, by the way, in Japan use peer-to-peer, because latency is not an issue there. Like, a lot of Japanese games don't have servers. They don't need servers. Like, servers is only a problem for us. Puny Europeans and Americans and... Okay, that was very generalized, but like the rest of the world. No Canadians. Canadians are a rare breed. Everything is perfect there. I hear. There are no issues over there. Everything is perfect. And you have zero latency to the rest of the world. Alright, final wave. What is it? Cannons? No. Oh wait, no, it wasn't low tide. Mudmouths again? Come on. Yeah, I really want glowflies, honestly. Or do we have snatchers even? We have perfect snatchers, okay. So we don't have to worry about this. Snatchers will get it. In fact, throw a bunch of eggs to the shore. Just throw a bunch of eggs here. It will spawn snatchers. Though likely they're not gonna arrive back. We'll see. This one is here. Yeah, they're not gonna arrive back. That's unfortunate. No. I mean, glowflies are easy with these weapons, so it would be fun. Yeah, the snatchers were slacking. Hey, they mute. Yeah, big room will have a Grisco weapon, but we don't know what it is yet, I think. We'll have to wait for the patch. My guess, it's going to be the Slosher. Well, we had... Well... Or the Charger. Wait, last time it was the Blaster, right? Like we had Brella and Blaster. Right? Like first one was Blaster, then Brella. Likely next one will be the bow, I think. Stay here where I'm standing, because like if you're targeted, jump down, jump down, jump down. Okay. They're still going to come from the front. That's why it's very important. Because otherwise they get from behind. Damn. No. Okay, let's stabilize, please. No. We need to be in front of the ramp. Because otherwise, there's gonna be target switches. And we don't want that. Ah. No. Yep. I really like Glowfly waves, but for whatever reason, people are always afraid to try the non-tower strat. Like, it's just so much easier to stand here. Like, if everyone's there, they're really just gonna be coming from one side. It's fine. One day. One day. Yeah, I hope next extra work will have Glowfly so people practice it more. Wow, 3 stingers, 2 flyfish start? That's brutal. Well, the helicopter... Oh, that's true. That's true. How will the helicopter come to Undertow? Because that's underground, right? That's true. I wonder if it's gonna be something else other than a helicopter. I hope. Maybe a metro. That would be so cool. Let's see if Nintendo cheaps out on it or not. Oh, damn, I'm playing badly now. Let's just get these. GG. It would be nice if it was a metro. Double? Wait, what splatted that? Was it desync? What splatted that flyfish? Oh, it went past. I did not see the horde here. It was probably lag. That looked really weird. But that would mean that that flyfish appeared later on my screen than on others. It can be that laggy. Can it? Egg behind you, Chase. Egg behind you. Oh, nice. Okay. That was a hectic shift. I need to focus. I have a slight headache, though. We could use the Grisco boat. Yeah. Frankly, I like the boat more than the chopper. Now I want to play some Splatoon 2. Now I want to play some Splatoon 2. What is the current Splatoon 2 rotation even? Let me check. It's Spawning Grounds, Zap, H3, Splashomatic, Splatterscope. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. Oh, we have a spot if a member wants to join. Thank you for playing. Yeah, but you can't really use the boat anymore in Splatoon 3 because what if there's a Kozuna under you? It eats the boat. It just swallows the boat whole. Or even a Horrorboros. Just imagine the horror. E. I enjoy Zelda. Thank you for coming by, Proto Man. Enjoy Zelda. Cover me! Get those Kohawks! Why? Oh, nice. That was a fun shore rush. I really enjoyed this. Yeah, we have one spot bomber if you want to join. Okay, we need to get rid of this fast. Oh, those Drizzler torpedoes were actually really important to get. Otherwise, the basket would have been completely overrun. Whew. Well, I mean, the salmon, it's... Yeah, imagine they just dropped in through the ceiling, like, during tornado wave. That would be really scary and hard. That would make it really hard. Yeah, regular streams are now here. Finally. After, like, half a year. But I think I can keep up with this schedule. I know these streams are way shorter than I used to do, because, like, we used to do 6 to 8 hour streams. But I kind of feel these 2 hours, like more frequent 2 hour streams are better. I don't know about you all. And this is also something I can maintain and I don't get too tired or anything from it. Sometimes maybe 3 hours, but yeah, like I think this is way better schedule. Ugh, I will never get it. It's a terrible spot. It's in a terrible spot. Nice. GG. All right, let's remake the room. The bomber wants to join. Well, I think we haven't lost yet today, right? We're doing really well. I think Sockeye Station is the only map I don't have 9s on, right? I just never grinded it. Maybe I should get it now. I don't know, but I would have to play tomorrow too, which is, I guess, fine, but a little bit longer. I don't know. I don't really care about it too much. Okay, if we're gonna play until we lose today. Or either we lose or I get to 450 points, all right? Because if we get 450 today without losing, then we could go for 9s tomorrow. All right, room is up. Nice. I think Undertow is actually one of the better maps. Is that a hot take? I don't know. I'm out of touch with the Splatoon 3 criticisms all the time. Because I generally think most of them are silly. Cannons! No, fog, okay. Let's get the moss back. There's a steelhead. Wow, we are super unlucky. We're really unlucky with goldies. What's this goldie? Finally. Even this is just like 5. We get really unlucky with goldies. Hey there, Hognose. Oh, Sensei, we haven't lost yet today, so it's a pretty good session. And we got maximum rewards all the time with bosses too, so it's a good session, definitely. Well, nonetheless, we were really unlucky with those goldies, like very unlucky. What's up with all the... Wow. Let's lure this a little bit closer. Now run. Run, 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 run. Okay, never mind. I tried to lure it back. Oh, Drizzler. Nice. GG. Ooh, so many Drizzlers. I think a lot of people got 9s on the golden rotation. But also a lot of people who thought it's gonna be easy 9s were surprised that golden rotations aren't that easy. Ah. Moz on me. Ouch. Wait, did I mess up my special there for a moment? I thought I had 2. Did I only have 1? Oh. Whatever. We won. Well, it also matters, like, when you go for high EVP, like, do you do it in one go or do you do it in breaks? Because, like, let's say if you play for like 5 or 6 hours, you will get tired, whether you believe it or not. Even after 2 hours, you do get tired. Even after 1 hour, like, you keep playing worse and worse and worse and worse. So depending on how you play, maybe you are struggling after 600 because you're not taking enough breaks. Even if you take a half an hour break, it's huge. Like, play 2 hours, 1 hour break. 2 hours, 1 hour break. Like, I know it sounds silly. It's like when people tell you that you shouldn't play games longer than 1 hour and go and stretch, which is also true, by the way. But this is more like, that one is a very slow and insidious thing, because you will only notice when you're like 40 and 50 years old that, oh boy, maybe I should have stretched. But getting tired is something that's more visible. Like, you actually do notice that you're playing worse and worse very fast. But the two problems are similar. You should not spend that much time doing one thing at the same time, like for a long time. I mean, I'm only gonna be 30 and I actually already feel it, because I've been pretty unhealthy as a gamer, and I already feel the lack of stretching and whatnot. And 30 is very young to have issues like that. Even if you do it across 2 days, you should take breaks. Like, You know, it's not a whole day break you need. You need those hours of breaks. Especially if it's your first time, because once you get more experience, you might not need like that many breaks. But if it's your first time going for 9s, you need to take as many breaks as you can, because you're pushing the limits of your skill, right? Like you're pushing yourself to the limits of your ability. So you need to be on top. How do you stretch? They're amazing. You should look up, like, watch YouTube videos and stuff. They're amazing exercises. But yeah, like, stand up. You know, if you're living in an apartment, then go down the stairs and come up. I know it sounds silly, but that's actually enough. But, you know, touch the floor, do some rotations. And if you want to be really thorough, there are some exercises that are really worth learning, like especially wrist exercises. For example, let's see if I can explain one just with words. Okay, stretch your arms in front of you with your palms open. Then have your palms face the ceiling. Now with your left arm, touch the end of your fingers of your right hand. Push it down, like pull it downwards and to the left. So like towards your chest, but slowly and carefully. And if you do it, you're gonna feel that it feels so good. Like you will feel the relief immediately. Like, that's one stretch, for example, that's worth learning. And it's really satisfying. So, palms up, right arm, palms up. Touch the end of your hand with the other arm. Pull down your hand and then towards the middle, like twist it towards the middle of your body, and you're gonna feel like relief and a little bit of stretch as well in your right arm. Oh, I just flooded during tornado wave. But yeah, it's especially if you're younger. Trust me. I said the same thing, that it's all bullshit. And you think like it's going to be like it's gonna have signs. It won't have signs. As someone who is of the generation that's gonna have these issues already, it won't have signs. You better start stretching as early as you can. It's just one day you're going to try to wash your hair in the bathtub without having a shower, just, you know, leaning forward, and you're gonna notice that, like, oh, now it's hard to straighten back up. Oh. Oh. Damn. Doo-doo. Yeah, like, why is it so hard to... No, bending down is easy. Why is it so hard to get straight again? Bending down is easy. It's like, wait, why is it so hard to stand up again? Nice. Oh, sweet. Yay! GG's. Ah, no gold. Of course. No gold. Like, I think one of the reasons also that you don't really notice the lack of stretching when you're younger is because you go to school and you have those relatively frequent PE lessons, right? And like, even if you only have like 2 PE lessons a week, that's more than enough to keep your body relatively intact. If you just do, you know, those, what, 40 minutes of exercise during it, or whatever it is. So it's funny, but that also shows how just 2 hours a week can matter so much. And it's not like you have to go to the gym and like lift weights or anything. Just do stretches. It's just like so easy. Big shot. Let's see. It's an awkward spot. Oh, you got it. No! Get greedy. Okay, we can leave. We have the quota, or we should have the quota. Nice. That was again a fun round. Well, in my country, you have PE all the way until you're 18. Like 2 to 3 times a week. And I would say it's a good thing. No, that small fry is gonna get me. I like PE because I had a pretty chill teacher, so PE for us was just football. So with my class, we had a league because we knew 100% that every PE is going to be football. We actually created our own league. And like we made 2 teams. No! Oh, nice. That bomb, that was godlike. Godlike. Well done. That was a wee bomb. Nice. I guess fine. Two big shots even. Okay. GG. Nice job. Well done. Boing. Well, Salmon Run is probably a lot of work to make, but at the same time, there are so many additions to it that I think wouldn't be that much for them. But who knows? You never know until you work on a project and you see how it looks in the inside. With that said, though, everyone, I do have a slight headache. I said I want to go until 450. I don't think I'm actually going to try that 999 this rotation. Health is more important, and yeah, I have a slight headache, so I think I'm gonna call it here. It's just safer that way. You know, I can get the 9s whenever I want. I'd rather do it when I feel well, you know? Especially that I've been ill in the past month. I wouldn't want to push myself too much. Oh, Bomber, congratulations on hitting EVP. Who cares about the 9s? No one cares. No one cares. It's just for flexing, and I know I can do it anyway. Oops, wait. Give me a sec. But that is a fun rotation. That was a super fun rotation. Thank you so very much for everyone who joined. I had a bunch of fun. And I hope everyone else who were just watching as well, you enjoy the conversations or just hanging out. I think these shorter streams are really, really fun. So if you're new here, keep in mind, these rotations, these streams happen at the beginning of every rotation at 8 p.m. Central European time. So every time there's a new rotation, you're going to find me here at European evenings for 2 hours or so. So we're going to try out every single rotation. So that's the new schedule at least. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Also appreciate the better new members. It helps so much. Like, the support on these live streams really helped me a lot. So thank you very much, everyone. Especially the new members. And as always, also special thanks to all the Ko-fi supporters with that bonus extra mile they're taking. Thank you very much. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening, rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. All right, take care. Bye-bye.